Info spot 41 YouTube channel. Ed here. It's the late night show. Yes, it is. A big thank you all my subscribers. Man, you guys are awesome. I have some interesting topic. Life, thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Had a busy day, but I did have tonight off, so I said, hey, I got to get the late night show on. Yes, thank you so much. It's been crazy. I've been watching it. Well, I appreciate that. I really appreciate it. I made sure I put you. I now have a community post in with my channel, and I saw you acknowledge there. I put you in there. Oh, a few things. I have a few news topics here that are kind of, interesting here to talk about tonight. 100-year-old man sets a new Guinness World Record. A tourist is fined $1,200 for taking some white sand from an Italian beach. This was an interesting one. You might have heard about this. The sky is like all orange now in San Francisco because these wildfires. I have pictures of it. I'm going to talk about that. So these I've spoke about this in a past live broadcast I did about these wildfires in Northern California, but the ash, the smoke, all that stuff, it drifted its way down to the Bay Area. And basically San Francisco looks like, have you ever seen a harvest moon where it's like an orangish kind of color just before dawn? That's what San Francisco was looking like. Really, really weird. But anyway, I have the pictures, a little news story on that. What else do I have here? A couple other things. Oh, I mentioned briefly about Amazon moving in these malls because because of the COVID-19, a lot of these stores are looking at bankruptcy. So anyway, these mall owners, Simon and Brookfield, are going to acquire JCPenney versus JCPenney having to do an outright bankruptcy. And what was interesting, it was just about last week, I just ordered a new mattress from JCPenney. So I'll get into that. And what else did I have here? I had one other thing. It's been a crazy 2 days for me. I'll talk about that as well. Oh, I have a story here. I talked once before about poor customer service, but I got a story. It was last Saturday. I stopped at this Domino's Pizza. And it's not the one near my house where I stop at a couple times a month. This was away from my house. And I was heading home. I'm like, kind of hungry. Let me pick up a pizza. And this lady was extremely rude. Kind of an interesting story here. Sort of a funny story, what I had to say to her. And then I was going to just talk with you and some others that might join the live here tonight about any experiences that you've had with poor customer service, as well as we'll just do some general conversation and fun. If I have enough people that come in the live tonight that join me, I'll do a tribute video. If not, the people that do come in here, I'll share you out, give you some exposure on my new community tab post. That's one thing too, Life and Naya, is I feel that community tab post shouldn't be for people that just reach 1,000 subscribers. I think maybe like 250, put it there just to make sure it's a legit channel, not just give it when someone starts a channel, but I don't think it should, because it really helps people. And I'm going to be doing, when I get time in the near future, when I do another live broadcast, I'll put a post out for everybody to see it, a couple days ahead of time. I have done a couple times before. I've done those channel news updates, and I shoot like about a 1.5 or 2 minute video. And I say, hey, I'm doing a live broadcast, a late night show or morning show coming up. I'm going to talk about this, that, and the other. But with my crazy work schedule, a lot of times I don't have the time to do that. So this would be great. I can just put in, hey, I'm doing a late night show this Friday night. At this time, and it only take me a couple minutes to do it. But what was it? Yesterday, I worked 4 p.m. to midnight, and then today, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then I came home, shot a video, had a few things to do. So just one of those crazy days. And then I had Life of Naya about, I'd say around 2 hours to pull up some news stories. I had a couple already here, the Guinness World Record one. But long story short, my point I'm getting at is, so I'm sifting through all the news, stuff that, be interesting to talk about. And I got to say, I was just having a brain melt. About 3/4 of the news are two freaking things. President Trump and Biden, and then the COVID-19 this, COVID-19 that. I said, oh my Lord, I just, you get inundated, and it's like, I don't want to, I don't want to be running a Rush Limbaugh or a CNN show with that. So I try to get, different news and topics to talk about. Let me get a sip of my Red Bull and we'll get rolling here. Oh, one person in here, no problem. It's crazy like that with these lives. Sometimes, I'll get 10 or 14 or a big group, and other times it'll be just a few people coming in, but I appreciate you being here. Oh, anyway, this is kind of a cool news story. I pulled off the UPI website, United Press International. Here, 100-year-old man goes scuba diving for a new Guinness World Record. An Illinois man is seeking a Guinness World Record as the world's oldest scuba diver plunge into the water to celebrate his 100th birthday. Bill Lambert of Rockford suited up Monday, that's Rockford, Illinois, 2 days after he turned 100 years old, and went for a 27-minute scuba dive. The world's oldest scuba diver record is currently held by a British diver, Wallace Raymond Woolley, who took a dive in 2019 at the age of 96 years old. The diver had to stay underwater for at least 20 minutes to qualify. Said he was hoping to beat his own record by diving at the age of 101 next year. Wow. I'd be just happy if I lived to see 90 years old, let alone a 100-year-old guy go scuba diving for nearly a half hour. That's kind of cool. This was September 8th off the UPI. I just printed up the news story here, but yeah, 100-year-old man going scuba diving for nearly a half hour. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I used to swim in high school, but I never got into scuba diving or recreational diving. Two whole separate things. But yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. Someone turning 100 and saying, I guess he must be like that other guy. He lived close to 100 and he did all kinds of crazy health things. That Jack O'Lane, if you ever heard of him, Life of Naya. It was something like when he turned 85, he swam across a river and he had like 4 or 5 canoe boats towed to him and just did all kinds of crazy stuff until that guy passed away. Anyway, I thought that was kind of interesting. Okay, what else do I have here? Oh, this I found really interesting, still talking about the water. A tourist fined $1,200 for taking white sand from an Italian beach. Okay, this is September 8th. This news story came out, again, also on the UPI. Authorities in Italy said a French tourist was fined $1,200 for attempting to smuggle more than 4 pounds of sandalias. Sandria, it's an Italian city. Beach. I don't want to say a city, it's an Italian beach, of their famous white sand out of the country. Sandalias, was it Sandalias? Anyway, the forest rangers said the tourist was stopped at the airport in order to pay a fine after a bottle containing 4.4 pounds of the sand was found in his possession. The bottle was confiscated and is now in our operations room where we hold these confiscated items. At the end of the year, we usually have many bottles of sand accumulated, the spokesman told CNN. A regional law introduced in 2017 made it illegal to take sand from Sandalias beaches. That's a beach in Italy. This is fancy beach. I don't want to say fancy, but it's a different beach in Italy where there's actually white sand. And the fines range from $600 to $3,550, depending on the amount of sand that someone takes from the beach. And it says here, last year they found a website that was selling the sand as souvenirs. And I guess it's become a very popular thing here in Europe. So there's this beach, and where's the name of that beach again? Sandaleas. Anyway, this beach in Italy, it's got this fancy white sand, and it's a big thing that people go in there and try to take the sand, and they actually sell it on the internet. It must be really unique because not many beaches I know that have the white sand. So anyway, yeah, $1,200 for stealing sand. Who would have thought? Over in Italy. There is similar to that. Let me get a sip of my Red Bull here. I believe it's in Israel. It's called the Dead Sea. And what's so unique is it's so highly concentrated in salt. You actually, all you have to do is just lay back and you literally float on that water because it's a whole different like water density because of the salt. So it just must be something over in that water, that beach in Italy where they have all the white sand. Yes, thank you, Apostle. And thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. So, yeah, I thought that was interesting. So I guess if you take the white sand from this beach over in Italy, they're going to find you big money. Who would have thought sand is so valuable? But I guess it's one of those supply and demand things and how rare it is. It's one of the few beaches in the world over in Italy where it's actually literally white sand. Who knows? Anyway, you guys may have heard about this. Thick wildfire smoke blocks the sun and turns the Bay Area sky orange. Wow. So, anyway, I'll read this, and I got pictures of what's going on. In the Bay Area is San Francisco and Oakland. Oakland is like right across from San Francisco. They have that Bay Area bridge that connects the two cities. Just when the Bay Area residents thought the world outside couldn't get any stranger, the sky Wednesday dimly glowed a pumpkin orange color you'd expect to see on Mars. With wildfire smoke high aloft in the atmosphere, the sky was yellow on Thursday, but thicker blanket of toxic air traveling overhead, and the color turned an even stranger. The sun's rays struggled to penetrate the smoke, and at 10:45 a.m., it looked as if it were dawn. The strong northerly winds are injecting smoke from wildfires in Northern California into the upper levels of the atmosphere and pushing it south into the Bay Area. And let me show you the pictures, and I'll give my thoughts and then hear from you guys on this. Oh, wow. Okay, I didn't know that. Sand is valuable in Dubai. They buy to build. Okay. Yeah, over that's the Middle East, I believe, Dubai, United Arab of Emirates, if I'm not mistaken, Dubai. This is a beach in Italy real quick, and I'll get back to the story, Apostle. And they have really beautiful white sand beaches, and some tourists from France try to smuggle out 4 pounds of this white sand, and there's websites selling it, and he got fined $1,200. They passed a law not to take that white sand. So anyway, I got a couple things to say about this, but let me show you the pictures. This is San Francisco and the downtown area. I'll try to rotate this because there's a little glare with the lights right there. But see how it looks all orange? It's almost like if you ever seen it happens, once in a while throughout the year, they have what's called, I know here in America, Apostle, Life of Naya, you might know about this, the harvest moon, where it looks like it's it's all orange outside, usually just before dark. And as it starts to get, as the sun starts to go down. But this is in broad daylight around like 10:30 in the morning because of the smoke and the soot from the fires in Northern California. The atmosphere is pushing into San Francisco. Now this will be pretty tough to see. Let me get my little marker pen. I'm going to point this out to you right here. This looks all black. I'll try to put this back so you can get somewhat of vision. This is all the dark orange sky. And this is not nighttime in San Francisco. And over here is that Bay Area bridge. But this is all from that smoke with all those wildfires and then the soot and the ash in the air. And then what they were talking about, the sun could barely get through. Yeah, yes, they are. And I'm going to say a couple things about it. I spoke about this, these California wildfires on a previous live broadcast. I want to say a couple weeks ago, as was in the news. And one of the things that I found very disturbing, the state of California was not giving enough resources and money to these firefighters. And a lot of how California, state of California is, Apostle, there's like, was it 5 major cities: San Diego, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Oakland, and there's another one, Anaheim. But at any rate, these cities are more in the southern part of California. So they were looking at budget measures, and when it came to all this equipment, more manpower, they were doing very little to nothing, as well as some of these towns weren't helping them out much. They had to rely on local volunteers. But see, the thing is, now the tables have turned. These fires are not just, oh, that's off in Northern California. They now are affecting the Bay Area and these major cities. So now they're going to really have to take an interest in putting money and resources and getting these fires addressed and taken care of. I guess that's the best terminology I'll use. But when it wasn't affecting them and they're sitting back in their cities and saying, excuse me, I got to get something to drink. Oh, that's in Northern California, no problem. Well, guess what? Not no more. That all that the smoke and the soot, the ash and the smoke is moving in and blanking the city. So it's not just affecting a lot of the world's greatest wineries are in Northern California. They call it the Napa Valley, and that's where these fires were, right in that area. Now it's coming in the city. So it's kind of like, hey, sometimes, just don't say, oh, I'm not going to worry about it. It's not my neck of the woods. No, now it's in your neck of the woods. Now you got to take care of it. But yeah, wow. This is, I believe, the last article I read, it was a few weeks ago, Apostle and Life Anaya, these wildfires, I think were number 9 or 10 at that time last month, as far as the worst wildfires on record in that state of California. And that's probably going to be moving up soon. Anyway, I got a couple more stories here. Get my drink of Red Bull. I'm hanging in there. I've had a crazy 2 days. I worked at 4 p.m. I've been filling in some shifts with a holiday with my job, and I worked 4 p.m. to midnight, got home at about 1:45 a.m., and then today I worked 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., so I had 4 or 5 hours of sleep, just one of them days. But I wanted to make sure I do a broadcast here tonight, and I thank you guys for coming. Get you through the hump day, as they refer to it. Wednesday, we're rolling into Thursday. Okay, this is kind of a follow-up story. Yeah, well, once I'm done with this, it's off to bed, and I got my Red Bull here to get me through at least an hour of the broadcast at minimum, Apostle. Yes. My work schedule kind of changed a lot because we had Monday was the holiday. It's the people are off work, so I'm filling in on some shifts, and things happen. What the hell? But yep. Any rate, I talked about this news story last month about these stores in the United States. A lot of them are looking into bankruptcy and have filed bankruptcy because of the COVID-19. Well, anyway, I got one here. It did mention pennies. Well, this is mall owners of Simon and Brookfield to acquire JCPenney out of bankruptcy despite screaming matches. So I guess they had some issues with it. But anyway, here we go. This is from USA Today, the Associated Press, September 9th, 2020. JCPenney has reached a tentative deal to sell its business and stores to a group of mall owners and lenders in a move that would save the department store chain from liquidation. Liquidation is basically just that. They take all merchandise, everything they have, and liquidate it, and it gets sold off. So the retailer disclosed Wednesday during a bankruptcy hearing that it had struck the deal with Simon Property Group, Brookfield Property Group, and a group of bankruptcy lenders. The deal is expected to save more than 600 stores and 70,000 jobs. The company has separately announced plans to liquidate 224 stores. So that's good. It's going to save around 70,000 jobs and 600 stores by reaching this deal. JCPenney filed a Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection just last May after temporary store closures due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the company's troubles, which have been surrounding them for years, is really done them in. Oh, yes, it is. 70,000 jobs is a lot. So basically, and I'll finish reading this, Apostle, what this is doing by working out, JCPenney's is selling off their business here and being, to Simon and Brookfield, this multi-billion corporation here that owns all these shopping malls, and it'll save a lot of jobs. Anyway, I'm almost finished with this here. The company's attorneys warned August 31st that the deal negotiations with the prospective mall property owners had stalled, increasing the chance of total liquidation. That would be bad. But Joshua Sussberg, that's this gentleman's name here, a Kirkland and Ellis lawyer representing JCPenney, said Wednesday during a court hearing that the retailer had patched things up with prospective buyers. Sussberg said the enterprise value of the deal, a figure that included the value of the debt being assumed, was $1.75 billion. Officials from Simon and Brookfield did not immediately respond to requests seeking comment from USA Today Thursday afternoon. I mentioned to Life of Naya, Apostle, I was just last week, I ordered my mattress is pretty shot. It's about almost 20 years old, around a little over 20 years old. And they had on their website mattresses on sale, and I found one I liked. It's supposed to be getting delivered to me later this month. So a liquidation sale would really, really might end up, I'd have to go shopping for another mattress. So that's a good thing. It saves the jobs there. But JCPenney's, my gosh, I'm in my 40s now, but I can remember back from the 1980s being a kid till present day, was always a staple store in all the malls for clothing and furniture, all kinds of stuff at Penny's. But not only the COVID-19 has hurt the business, but a lot of the online has really impacted these major retailers in a major, major way. Amazon.com and eBay, a lot of websites, but it's one of those things, why you go in JCPenney's or some of these other outlet stores, and let's say there's a nice men's dress shirt and it's being, the sticker price on it is like, $65, and you go on Amazon and find the same freaking t-shirt, the men's dress shirt, let's say for $42 to $45. Well, I mean, and that's with the free shipping. So it's a no-brainer. Do I buy it here in the store in the mall for $65, or do I just go online and have it sent to me for $45 and save the money? Let's say, here's an example. And this is what I'm getting at, is this is kind of what's also hurt these major retailers. Take a major clothing company, let's say Perry Ellis. Perry Ellis makes really nice, from suits to really upscale men's clothing. And they're into other things too. But let's say you're looking for a nice men's white dress shirt, to go with the suit. So you go through Penny's or one of these major retailers in the mall. And like I said, let's say it's a Periellis dress shirt. Man, it is sharp the way the collar is and everything. You could tell it's a quality built shirt. And they say, oh, with $65 to $70, you see at the two stores. So you go on Amazon, you might hit a couple other websites. And like I say, you see the thing, the same shirt, brand new, everything. Free shipping for like $40 to $45. I mean, it's a no-brainer. Yeah, you like to support the store, but hello, Donut Toys and Games. I wanted to ask you something just a second, Donut Toys and Games. We were just talking about California, but let me finish this first. So I think it's one thing that's had an impact major on these. It's had a major impact is the online business, with Amazon and Walmart.com, for example. But when it comes to these stores and the shopping malls, when people can go right online and get the stuff cheaper, and let alone just have it shipped to their house. But I understand where they got to come from. The stores have got more bills, from the staff to the lighting, electricity, where a lot of times the types of bills at the big department stores occur, Amazon don't have to worry about. They're the major retailer, Walmart, and they could sell the stuff much cheaper. But, you can't blame somebody. Yeah, I'd like to support a business in a mall, but, I work for a living too, and I like to watch what I spend. And, it's one of those things. You're looking at saving $20-some by going online, buying something versus being at these department stores and the malls. And then that's taken a bad effect. And then now you throw in the mix with the COVID-19 virus outbreak from late March this year, even through now. That's why a lot of these retailers are just, it's like two big double whammies on them, are having to make major moves from bankruptcy to liquidation to what JCPenney's has done, is sold out to the small group. But things change over time. I had to get a sip of my drink. A lot of things change, just like you can look at that other industry. A great example. I remember for years in the 80s, 90s, and even in the early 2000s, the video rental business, from the VHS tapes, the video cassette tapes, to when the DVDs came on the scene, in a major way around, I think it was 99, 2000, and all these video franchises. And in the minute they started that Netflix and then Blockbuster came in behind them, the mail order DVD thing, people are like, hey, I don't have to go drive out to the freaking video rental store. I can just go online, put my list of the movies I want to watch, and they mail me the DVD, mail it back, easy. And that put a damper on it. And it just, what I'm getting at is, as times change, it affects business. And like home video was a major franchise place, or family video it is. And Blockbuster both went up, just went belly up. And even now, I'm expecting in 10 years that DVD business to be nearly dead. The Blu-ray, don't get me wrong, I love those Blu-ray discs, but what's changing is people don't want all these changeable, just similar to how the video stores went under with the DVDs and the Blu-rays. A lot of people don't want to be bothered with these tangible items. You can just instant download this stuff and get a subscription to Netflix. And there's a certain movie you want, it's instant. You don't have to have a stack of movies on a shelf somewhere. You log right into Netflix is just one example I'm using, Amazon Prime, and there's a number of different ones. Anyway, don't have to have it. Just have a Wi-Fi. And in the TVs, just about all the new TVs are smart TVs, connect right to your Wi-Fi internet. Oh, let me get to the chat. I'm sorry. Yes, we think they're last. Then something changed the market. Look untouchable. Walkmen were a thing. Even DVDs, true. Yes, the Walkmans. You know what's so funny, Apostle, when you bring that up? I took a picture. Oh gosh, this was a few months ago. I was walking through a store we have here in Detroit. They're a franchise called Myers. Very similar to they're like Walmart. They got most of the store is general merchandise, and then they got a big grocery section. So at any rate, I'm walking through the electronics area. I was looking for something, but I came across a Walkman of all things. I couldn't believe it. It was like $18 or $17. It had the AM/FM radio and had the big thing on it for cassette tapes. Oh, thank you for coming. So anyway, I took a picture of this because it was like, I couldn't believe my eyes. But I remember in the 80s, that was the big thing. It was, if you went to the gym or you went jogging or somewhere, you went on a picnic, whatever, you took your Walkman with you. But I actually saw one of these things. I guess they still make them in the stores. I don't know if they still, I believe they make blank audio cassettes, but I don't know if any of the music companies like Capitol Records or Sony Music take any of the new artists and put them on cassettes. But like I say, that DVD and the Blu-ray, which is a type of DVD, I see that thing dying out in 10 years. I really do. Here's another great example. Just about all your new laptop computers don't even have those CD, DVD ROMs in them anymore. If you want one, you got to buy an external one with that USB cable and plug it into your laptop computer. My laptop computer is, I think, 8 or 9 years old, and I have a Blu-ray DVD player in it. And there was only one type of Dell computer that actually installed them in there. But they're using that for that space for more memory and stuff now. And then a lot of people aren't even bothering with it, with storage. And I'll get to the chat one second. Raul, thank you for coming, man. I'm going to put a message here in the chat in just a second. I will do a tribute video. I get enough people in here. I see 4 or 5 people. I'll do a tribute video. I'll make a note of all who's here. Anyway, just on this topic, it's just the changing times, let me get to, before I keep rambling on, let me check the chat here. Yeah. Now record players are making a comeback, and I'm glad you brought that up. The vinyl records. Actually, my brother's into them, and he loves the vinyl records. But let me do this here real quick, and I'll get to that. You made me think of something real quick, Apostle. But I want to take a note here. I'm going to start writing down some channel names. I'll do a tribute video. I got 5 people in here, so. If you haven't put anything in the chat and you want to be in the tribute video, you want me to share you out, just put a hello info spot or I'm glad to be here. I don't care what it is. Just put something in the chat and I'm put you in the tribute video. So right now, real quick, and I'll get back to the topics. We'll have some fun conversation. I got my old trusty notepad. I'm going to write it down here and I'll do a tribute video. That's how I roll on my live, man. I'll try to make it about us, not me. Raw. Let me take off my shades here. I just wear these things because I got the bright lights in my face. So, Apostle. Apostle. Yup. Oh, Life of Naya. Donut Toys and Games. I'm doing a tribute video roll call. So, any rate, I'm going to put you in here. DONUT Donut Toys and Games. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought we had a 5. Raw, Apostle, Life and I, Donut Toys and Games, Apostle. We did have 5. We have 5 people in here. Okay, I got Raw. I have the Apostle, Life of Naya, 06, Donut Toys and Games. If I didn't call off your name, you like to be in the tribute video, just put something in the chat and I will put you in the tribute video. Just simple as that. Say hello, Info Spot. Glad to be here. Oh, marching. Yeah, hold on. Was it marching? No, that's meant. Is it MAN? I got to look closely here. MANCING. Menacing. Liar. ROHUL. Menacing liar. Okay, I got you. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I got 5 people here. The tribute video. But let me do this here real quick, and I want to talk a minute about the vinyl records. I'm glad you brought that up, Apostle. Oh, wait, where is it? My bad. I thought I was in here. Here we go. 1 second. Hey, there we go. Oh, thank you, Apostle. I'm getting a drink here. Oh, with the records. Now, where I see the vinyl records are slightly different than the DVDs and your Blu-rays, your video, is that they're actually making a comeback because the vinyl records, if they're well stored and taken care of, the sound quality doesn't dissipate or go bad on them. And a lot of collectors now have they refer to them as turntables, where you put your vinyl record on either a single 45 or the 33. That's the big full size record. And you could, a lot of people put it in their basements or wherever in your house. But you get the receiver, which is like your equalizer receiver, and run that to the turntable and to the speakers. The sound quality is just as good as if you use your computer or a CD. And a lot of people like it too, having those big albums with the cover. And there was something I read, oh gosh, it was last year, that the vinyl record CDs, the vinyl records were selling as much as the CDs, or just about as much as the CDs. Oh, no problem, Life of Naya. I got you. I'm going to do a tribute video. I got you on the pad here. I'll do that tomorrow for everybody coming in. Yes, turntables. How's the early DJs, even scratches? Oh, your brother was telling me demons for some reason. Oh, okay. Your brother, okay, was telling you about demons. Huh. I'll talk about it if you have a question on that. But anyway, Life of Naya, what we're talking about is with Apostle. We were talking about pennies was being purchased and how it saves 70,000 jobs, and got into the Walkman, and anyway, how the video stores and why they went out of business. And basically, over years and time and technology and things change, certain products and businesses just become obsolete or go out of business. And but what was interesting on the how should I say, the flip side, it sounds kind of funny because we're talking about records, but vinyl records, man, in the 90s, I think it was around the mid 90s, those things started dying out a quick death. It was like CDs were the thing, and CDs are still great. You take care of CD, man, those things will last forever, and the sound quality is superb on it. But what's happened with the CDs, similar to the DVDs, people don't like having all these tangible items. And the other drawback with a CD, and I have a spindle of blank CDRs. Most CDs, I think they hold about 90 minutes worth of recording music on it, the CDR disc, where you can now, you could get like one example. You could have an MP3 player or a flash drive. Okay. And on a flash drive, I could hold probably like 4,000 to 5,000 songs or more, depending on the gigabyte flash drive I got. And all I got to do, if I'm in my car, I put that little flash drive in there. Another thing, these new radios now, if you got an iPhone or an MP3 player, you hook up the cable to your car radio, and usually has like a hard drive in it. And you could download, like within minutes, 500,000 some songs and have it all there. The artist, the type of music, just like this, you don't have to have in your center console like 20 different music CDs. I'm still old school. I have a Grand Marquis, an old school car, and I got that thing on my visor that holds like, I think 15 music CDs, and I still use the music CDs because I have an older radio where I got to go music CD. But all these new cars have got the flat screens, and these radios are set up that way. Either you run a flash drive on it or you download all the music, and you just no need for all these music CDs. And when a new artist comes out with something, there's no need to buy that actual tangible CD. You can go on iTunes and a number of places on the internet and just, go pay $8 or $10, whatever it is, and just download the record, the song, the music, and you're good to go. But it's just these changing times, and some things go obsolete. Some businesses go bankrupt. So, yeah. Donut Toys and Games. If you're still here, I meant to ask you before I move on, talking about some other things. I was talking briefly about this news topic earlier, how these Northern California fires now, the smoke and the soot meaning like ash in the air and whatnot, is moved into the Bay Area around California and Oakland. And it's like a harvest moon there. I was showing a picture of it, and you might have saw it in the news. But I was curious. I believe you're from California. Do you live near the Bay Area, or are you towards San Diego or another part of California? I was curious to ask you about any information if you live out that way on these fires out in California, Donut Toys and Games. Oh, maybe not here. No, okay. Oh, anyway, I got something here to talk about. I just made a note. Poor customer service at Domino's Pizza. Oh, wait. I am in Southern California, Los Angeles area, but woke up to an orange sky. Yeah, there's ash around my area. Wow, okay. Donut Toys and Games. I printed out 2 pictures of this, and this was from, I think it was MSN News or MSN, I think MSNBC News website. Anyway, here's San Francisco, and this is probably like what it was in the LA area. It looks just like that. They have a few times a year, I was saying, Donut Toys and Games, they call it the harvest moon just before dark, where everything has like an orange glow and color. When there's they call it that farmer's moon or harvest moon. But this is at like 10:30 in the morning. I just printed up this picture, and this is like downtown San Francisco area here. And then this other one, it looks all black. Oh, so it was orange in Los Angeles too. Wow. Yep. And then here in the Bay Area, I'll point with my pen. It's kind of hard to see. But right over here is the Bay Area Bridge from San Francisco to Oakland. Excuse me. That orange sky moved in, and what it is the sun can barely pierce through all that smoke and the soot and the ash. So now it's getting that orange glow. I'll try to rotate this. This is, +2. This is not photo paper. I ran through my printer, just regular copy paper. So, but yeah, I was looking at that. I was like, wow. So that's your Los Angeles has the same thing too. Interesting. Then it turned overcast, gray clouds for the most of the day down here. Okay. But you know what I found interesting, Donut Toys and Games? I talked about this on a previous live broadcast last month, that I had the news story. These firefighters in Northern California around the Napa Valley area, they were not getting the money and extra resources like manpower, equipment, stuff like that from the major lawmakers in California to fight these fires. And it was in the northern part of California. But now the tables have turned where what's going on up there in the Napa Valley, it's affecting LA, San Francisco, and Oakland. So, whatever these firefighters need to get the job done, by golly, they better get it to them now. This can get still much, much worse. I think last time I read Donut Toys and Games, this fire was like the worst one they've had on record for the state of California. It ranks around 9 or 10 in the worst wildfires in the state of California history that they've been keeping record for the past 100-some years. It's getting that bad. I hope they can get under control and get this thing out for sure. Let me get another sip of my Snapple, my Red Bull here, and I had an interesting story for everyone. Yeah, they're broken. Yeah, I would get a little more into that Donut Toys and Games too. And what you say is true. In the chat room, Donut Toys and Games, what he's saying is true. California government is broke. All right? And it's not a rocket science here with the California government. They're one of the most progressive liberal states. But the way they run things and the money and where it goes and spent, just like example, Donut Toys and Games, that freaking train deal they were going to build, and they got millions of dollars and help from the federal government. That stupid thing never got built, but yet the infrastructure has major problems. But I come on YouTube to try to go away from politics, but you know what? What you say is so freaking true. Not that every other state's in great shape. Don't get me wrong there. But how should I say, the progressive leadership, it's kind of like on the right with conservatives and on the left with the liberals. You get some states and some groups that go way too far to the right and way too far to the left. And California's way off there to the left. And they got to reevaluate, what they're doing out there. Yeah. So I did read though that FEMA, the head of FEMA is supposed to be getting major money over to California ASAP for these fires, that as far as getting stuff bought and resources, because it's not good at all. It is not good at all what's going on out there. Not good at all. Oh, anyway, moving on. A story I have to tell. Last Saturday, okay, I got the wet and the whistle. I can talk a long time as long as I stay hydrated. No problem there. At any rate, so last Saturday I'm at the store. I just mentioned earlier, Myers. And then I had to I had to go to a couple other places and do some stuff. Some about a half hour from my house. And there's a Domino's Pizza I normally go to a couple times a month near my house, but I was on the other side of town. I'll just put it that way. And I'm like, man, I'm hungry. But I said, I don't feel like eating at no restaurant. And I didn't feel like a Burger King or McDonald's type of deal. So I said, I'll think of something. And then just as I'm walking to my car at a Myers, I see across the street, this Myers I'm at. I said, oh, cool. In the shopping plaza, they got a Domino's. Simple enough. I'll hop in my car, drive right over there, say, hey, can I get a couple large pizzas? Or the mediums. I'm sorry, they have the mediums that are 2 for $5.99. And my favorite is the double pepperoni. It's a medium pizza with 2 toppings. You get it for $5.99 if you order 2 or more, which ain't bad. I don't eat 2 whole medium pizzas. I might have like 4 or 5 slices, and then I get tinfoil, wrap it up, put it in the fridge, and it's lunch for work for the next couple days. So, at any rate, I said that this will work, man. Once I hit Domino's, my master plan's in action. I'm heading home and I'm getting a bite to eat, and I'm going to go watch some TV, go check out my YouTube. So I get in there, And I walk in, there's no customers, and there's one lady behind the counter, and she's doing something by the pizza oven, mixing up stuff. And the first thing she says as I get near the counter, says, "Are you here to place an order or pick up?" I says, "Yeah, I'm just here to place an order." "Well, it'll be just a minute." And she left her back turned to me. So, okay, I said, maybe she's busy, short on help. I understand. I'll wait. So, it's like 10 minutes almost, close to 10 minutes goes by. She finally walks up. No, like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm the only one here," or "I was in the middle of doing something." She says, "What can I do for you?" And I said, "Yeah, is it the deal where if you get 2 mediums, I think it's $5.99 with 2 toppings. If I'm not mistaken, it's usually what I get." Yeah, we got that. I said, "Now is it a difference with the large? Is that like an extra $2? "Oh, where large is 3 toppings. And what is it that you would want? What would you like then?" I'm like, I'm getting baffled, like, what the hell? And so finally I said, "Well, I'd probably just do the 2 mediums." And, I'm telling her my order. She says, "Oh, okay, well, that's going to be a little bit for me to cook up right now. I got this and that going on, and blah, 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 blah." I'm like, I don't need to hear all this business. Okay, if it's going to take you, if you say, "Hey, normally I do it in 15 minutes. Unfortunately, there's a few things going on here. It might take me 25. And she starts ranting and raving like, and I just got the impression, okay, you don't want to have a pizza order come through. You don't want my business. Apparently you're stressed out about something and I don't know what's going on." But I finally just said, "You know what, ma'am? I appreciate your help. Thanks for the information. You have a great day." And I turned my back and I walked out the pizza place. I said, I forget it. This lady had me so pissed off. And it was like, her attitude was, "Oh, please don't bother me with the order. I got too much stuff going on." And it's like, wake up, lady. It's people like me that come in your freaking pizza shop that keep you working, that why you have a job. Where do you think your money comes from in this business? It comes from customers. And furthermore, whatever you're stressed about, maybe you had 2 coworkers that didn't show up and it's just you and one driver. I don't know. That's not my freaking problem. I'm here to place an order and spend money in your business. Don't take it out on me. You don't want my business? No problem. There's a bunch of other pizza shops. See ya. Have a great day. So on the way home, I knew there was a Papa John's. I stopped by there and picked up some Papa John's pizza. But unbelievable how people can act. But I was like, this was the SHIT customer service. I mean, it was not my worst experience, but it was close. Hold on here. It'll be a little bit of time. "Well, I cooked that up, but I don't." I said, "Oh, thanks for the information. I appreciate it." I left. But yeah, I understand things go wrong, whether you work at a pizza shop or, a fast food place, or let's say you can even be at a dry cleaners, you're short on help, or maybe the boss called and wants 3 different things done. It's like, okay, you want this done right now. Well, who's going to make the freaking pizza? I'm the only one here. I don't know. There's some situation, but here's the bottom line, in my opinion. You never, ever take out your problems and what you never take it out on a customer. Let me just cut to the chase. So if you're having a real SHIT type of day, don't take it out on some customer that comes in to spend money in your pizza shop. Are you freaking nuts? I couldn't believe it. I'm just like, that lady, something was wrong that day. I get that. But her thing was, she did not want to be bothered with the freaking pizza order. And on top of making me wait 10 minutes, about 10 minutes, it might've been 8 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 12 minutes. It was around 10 minutes, give or take. Okay. Then comes up and never doesn't say, "Oh, thanks for waiting. We have some stuff going on. I apologize for that wait. How can I help you? How can I take your order?" What she was like, "What do you want or what do you need?" It wasn't "what do you need?" It's like, "Oh, well, what do you want?" like the order. And I'm like, unbelievable. Then she got real snippy and snooty with me, when I'm telling her the pizza. And I'm like, whoa, hang on here, lady. What the hell? I got cash money. I don't know. It could be one of those things too. She don't own the business, so she might not give a damn. Be like, we get enough business. I'm not worried about it. Right now, I got such and such going on, and I just don't want to. She let me know on her own shit way that she did not want to be bothered making up a pizza order for me. And so that was my words were, thanks for the information. Appreciate your help. It was something like that, or appreciate your help. Thanks for the information. And I just turned my back to her and walked out the door. But yeah, it's sad though, but you've got certain places you shop and go, there's just really bad customer service, man. And it's like, wow. So I also look at it. I have an attitude like this, and I always try to be, I always like saying when I end my videos and broadcasts, stay safe and enjoy life and think positive and try to enjoy life, be friendly and nice to others and kind. But I also look at it this way. If I'm a customer, I'm doing you the favor. You're not doing me the favor. I'm the one with the money. I'm the one to buy the product that you want to sell or the service. Well, this is a product. It's a freaking pizza thing. So, lady, you're not doing me any favor. If anything, you need to be appreciative of customers coming in like me. Because with that attitude, and see, some customers be like, oh, okay, I want my pizza. I'll put up with their attitude, but I'm never ordering a Domino's pizza from this place again. Never, ever. And that's the thing that can affect small business big time, too, that she doesn't realize. When you have one of those type of days and you take it out on customers, yeah, they might, might do their business that day, but you could just ruin a good year's worth of business because of a real bad experience. Like, hey, yeah, I love that Domino's pizza over there, but they've got the worst customer service or employee that works there, and I will not go back to that place again. So, yeah. But I'm just curious. I see I got 5 on the chat. If you guys want to put in the chat, if anything comes to mind, when you guys have had real bad customer service, whether it's something on the phone, or, you went to a restaurant or at a store, or it might have been like a service, like getting a haircut, something like that. But anything you might want to say or share in the chat here when it comes to really poor customer service. No? Okay. Well, at any rate, that's my little rant. I just said, I just told her basically something about like, have a great day and thanks for the information, or appreciate it. Thanks for the information. Have a great day. Left. I'm not spending my money there. Before I forget, I got Raw, Apostle, Life of Naya, Donut Toys and Games. Is it the Mason, Liar, Raw? What else did I have going on here? Oh, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if I didn't read your name off, I'll do a tribute video. So if you're here and you can hear me, just put something in the live chat right now if you'd like to be in the tribute video. You can say hello and enjoying your broadcast, or, every day's a great day. I don't care what you put in. Just put something in the chat. I'll toss you in the tribute video. As well as another thing I do too is before I do those tribute videos, people that watch my live broadcast, if I see their comment below. Oh, you're off? Okay, thanks for showing up, Apostle. I appreciate you stopping by my show. I really, really do. Look out tomorrow. I'll drop that tribute video. I'm going to put your channel in it. So, anyway, that's what I was going to mention too. Yes, life's blessings, as a friend of mine, C. Miller, says. Life's blessings to you. Stay safe and enjoy life, as I say, Apostle. And I'll catch you on your lives. I do. I try to catch you when you're doing your lives, Apostle. Anyway, people that comment below my live broadcast who might, hey, maybe they're in bed right now and they watch it tomorrow. If I see them comment in my broadcast and, mention about watching my live, something like that, I toss them in the tribute video as well. I appreciate people too. I understand some people might not be up late and catch it and, watch part of my broadcast. I'll get you in there as well. Not a problem. What I'll probably do too in the future as well, Life and I cheered her out. I do have that now, the new community tab. So I'm going to do that too, as well as every live broadcast I do. I'm not going to do like a tribute video after it. I have a few reasons for that, but what I'll do sometimes is, like tonight, I'll do a tribute video for the night's late night show. But let's say I do one 4 days from now, another late night show. I might just say, hey, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit your channel, grab a video, and I'm going to put you in my community tab and, put in something really nice about you. That way, I don't want to do a tribute video after every live broadcast and wear it out, something good, because it seems to go over pretty well. I let that thing just sit usually for a good day before I post anything, and it gets traction and more people watch it. And the purpose of me doing that is that exposure. If it can hit 40, 50 views and more, that's exposure for your channels. And I like to do that. Oh, you got to go to sleep. Life of Naya, no problem. Thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna do the broadcast here for just a little bit more, and then I'm gonna call it a night, probably in a half hour. I'm not gonna be too late. It's been a crazy couple of days for me, but I wanted to make sure I do the live broadcast tonight while I had time to do it. I'm dead tired myself. I know you probably are getting ready. You go to school in the morning, Life of Naya. So I know you're going to be wanting to get your sleep here because it's pushing almost 1 a.m. No problem. Anyway, yeah, so I will do tribute videos, and I'm going to do one for the live here. But I'm not going to do them every live broadcast for for a few of those reasons. I don't want to burn it out and people like, oh, every 2 days there's a tribute video coming out. It's kind of like, eh. But if it's once a week, then yeah, it gets a little, oh, let me check this out, but yeah, you take something good and you push it, move it too much. You know what? It's similar. A quick analogy. It's like a really, really great song that comes out and it goes on the radio. But after about 2 months, the song is on like every freaking 10 or 15 minutes on 2 or 3 different stations. And you say it's a great song, but I'm burnt out. It's all I'm hearing is a song, the same stinking song. That's the same analogy with the tribute video, but I'm going to probably flip-flop. I'll do a tribute video, and then another one. I got the new community tab. I'll help share you guys out in that as well. And yeah, I'll get back to doing some trivia or Price is Right, some of those games in the near future. And I'll do some of those videos. And I like to think of different things. I did the Price is Right, oh gosh, about 4 or 5 times now. And then before that, I did that Guess What, Guess Who trivia. And then there was another one I did. Oh, Elimination. That was it. Yeah. But yeah, I'll try to do different things. But one direction I think I'm going to start taking my late night show is I will do a few news topics, but I'm going to try to get a general conversation topics and stuff I can think of, like what happened, even everyday life experiences I love talking about. And when I had this experience at the Domino's Pizza, I said, there's something we're talking about in my broadcast is the SHIT type of customer service, the real poor customer service in the story. So I'm going to try to take my late night shows, future late night shows, and get in Oh, Mike 4P VBT info. What's in the 411? I will answer that, but first, Mike 4BP, I'm going to put you down on the list to put you in the tribute video. Yes, I'm going to do a tribute video for tonight's show. Mike, and thank you for showing up, Mike 4VP. Thank you so much. But yeah, I'm going to try to real quick, and I'll answer your question. It's a great question, Mike 4VP. But I'm going to try to gear my future late night shows more on just topics I can think of and talk about that. And we can discuss back and forth. I'm going to take a little breather from the news. I'll still do some news topics, but it'll be less and less because, like I say, the news lately, the more I try to find stuff, it's mainly two things: the presidential race and then the COVID-19, and I'm getting burnt out on that. Anyway, the 411. What's in the 411? I'll tell you what's in the 411. Information. Yes. Hello, Mike 4VP. Yeah, 411. When I first, this is something that's a great question because I'd love to talk about this. Let me get a little Snapple. Anyway, back in the days before the cell phones, okay, you had pay phones and you also had phone books. I mean, really, really thick phone books. In America, we refer to them as the yellow pages. At any rate, what you would do in a payphone, if you couldn't find something in the phone book, like a business number, you're looking for someone's number, you put the quarter in the payphone and you would press 411. And 411 was the number for information. That was the phone number for information. And a prime example is, I'm sure a lot of you here have heard of Mary J. Blige, one of the great rhythm and blues artists, a terrific musical artist. Her first record CD, the title of it is called "What's the 411?" meaning what's the information. So when I started my channel, I was thinking of different names. And you said, it dawned on me. I wanted something like short and sweet to the point of what I wanted my niche and what I do. And I said info spot, information spot, meaning it's a spot for, my channel is in the information spot, info spot. But one problem I occurred was there was two other channels, but I referred to them as dead YouTube channels. Oh, just good vibes. Thanks for coming. I'll put you in the tribute video for showing up. And I'm just answering a question here from Mike 4VP. Just good vibes, VIBES. Okay, anyway, back to answering your question here. Info, what's the 411? Yep. You're more than welcome. So, where was I? Oh, anyway, yeah, starting my YouTube channel. Okay, I actually took a few days. I knew where my niche was going to be. This was last January, the end of January 2020, when I started this channel. So I said, info spot, that's it. But what I did first is I went on YouTube and I did a search. I typed in info spot and I went to look for channels. There were two channels on YouTube with the name info spot. And they were dead channels in the sense they haven't recently uploaded anything, but that name was still there. So I said, okay, let me think of something. And I took a day thinking about it, said, how can I make info spot just even more unique? So when I tell somebody, no, I want to know what's the 411. Oh, you want to know the information. I'll get to that in just a second, Mike. Let me just finish this because you got me on this, even though I mistaken your question. But I'm still having a fun time if you bear with me for a few more minutes talking about my channel name and why I chose it. So anyway, I'll wrap this up real quick. So yeah, I saw two other channels with the name info spot, and one was in capital letters and then the other was in small letters. So I said, well, if I use just the name InfoSpot, someone will pull up say, okay, let me check out your channel, Ed. My name is Ed. I mentioned that before. You can call me host, Ed, or InfoSpot. Any one of the three is fine with me. So anyway, real quick, wrapping this up. So I thought to myself, I said, well, if I just use InfoSpot, I got two other channels, one with small caps and one with the large caps using this name already. How can I make mine unique and different so I can give somebody my channel name and boom, it just pulls up my channel name. So as I thought, I'm thinking that just something dawned on me. I said, that's it. I remember 411 when you make a call, information. Like, what's the 411? So InfoSpot 411. And I checked and nobody had that freaking name. Now, I did find out someone on YouTube after me used InfoSpot 411, but there's freaking nothing on their channels. I don't know. Any rate, yeah, so that made it different and unique, but it kept it to what my niche and I want my channel to be about. Information spot. So it's InfoSpot 411. But yeah, the info. Okay. Let me change out my battery and I'll be right to you, Mike 4BP. I got my little portable light here, and the battery's usually good for about an hour here. Okay. There we go. All right. Oh, sorry about that. The information. Okay, the information tonight. I put it in my description box. I got everything bunched up here because I'm jumping over the place. I had a fun story here. Mike 4VP. 100-year-old man set a new Guinness World Record for scuba diving. Went scuba diving underwater for almost a half hour. I thought that was cool. That's the 411. A tourist was fined $1,200 in Italy for stealing white sand. There's this beach over in Italy that has this really nice white sand, and you're not allowed to take it. And he decided he was going to take it, so they got fined $1,200. What else was it? Oh, as we were talking about these wildfires in California, that's part of the 411. I'm going through all my little notes I printed up here. And after that, JCPenney's avoids a major liquidation bankruptcy. They're being purchased by Simon and Brookfield. That JCPenney's has been a major outlet. That's part of the 411 tonight. And the poor customer service at the Domino's Pizza I went to. That's the 411 tonight. Also, like I just said earlier, my future late night shows that I'll be doing, I'm going to try to get at more topics and things I'll think about, and I'll, bring some information that I'll still do a little bit of the news, but the problem I'm running into, and I don't feel like getting into the politics with the President Trump and Biden race right now. And I'm also, I'll get that one second. I'm getting kind of burnt out and inundated with all the COVID-19 negative news. So I'm like, ugh. Gaming vlogs. I will put you in the tribute video. Gaming vlogs. Just type in something once. That's it. Gaming vlogs. I don't want it to be flagged as spam. If you put the same comment in like 4 or 5 times, that could be spam. So just once is enough. That's cool. So yeah, if you just put in like, hey, hello everybody, or I'm here to network, here to network. How's everyone doing? Just put it in one time. Don't type it in like 5, 6 times the same thing. Now, if you're trying to get something across, I might not pay attention, just word a little bit different. Anyway, that's all. I appreciate you being here, Gaming Vlogs. I wondered what what the sand, Mike 4VP is. They sell it on the internet. There's websites to sell this white sand. I guess there's a beach in Dubai, I was told earlier by Apostle that has this type of white sand beach, but it's a very, I guess, a rare sand or whatever, and people pay good money for it. And that's what I'm assuming he was, either a souvenir or he's taking it to sell it. But according to, where's the news? The news article was off of UPI, United Press International. Let me bring it up here. Right there. Where is it here? Last year. Oh, it says, last year we found a website that was selling our sand as souvenirs. It became a very known phenomena here in Europe, the spokesman said. And this beach is Sardinia's, Sardinia beach. It's like a, I don't know if that's just the name of the beach or the town itself, but I think it's just the name of the beach. But what's so unique about it is it's like white sand. So it might have to do something with the water. I'm not a scientist to know exactly why, but apparently it's a very rare type of sand, so money. 9 times out of 10, it's this, unless it's something like a religious type of thing, or, some people take souvenirs. So, anyway, you gotta be careful. You take this white sand, you can be fined out of Italy. So I thought it was interesting. I'm trying to find something other than just, here in America, we got our big election coming up in November, and I wanted something other than the Trump and Biden and there's like, I'm inundated with all the coronavirus COVID-19 news stories. And I talk about a few, but it's like 3/4 of news is about this coronavirus in the presidential race coming up. So anyway, I try to think of fun things to talk about as well. What else was I gonna say? Anything that you guys got a question or something you'd like to talk about? It's general conversation as well. We're here to just have a fun time. I'm doing the late night show. Fire away. My Red Bull's all out. Let me get to my Snapple. Late night beverage, Snapple and Red Bull. What else was I gonna? Oh yeah, again, if anybody would like to get a hold of me in private, whether it's to want to ask a question or you have a suggestion for a topic or something on the show, anything that you don't want in the chat or in the comment section for others to read, you can get a hold of me at infospot411@yahoo.com. No spaces, no gaps. It's all one word, infospot411@yahoo.com. All you have to do, if you don't have nothing to write this down on, you just go on my YouTube channel, click on the About tab. I have brief information about my channel there. And my email address is right there. So, you can always email me whatever it is you would like to talk about or suggest. I don't care what it is, but anything in private, just shoot me an email at infospot411@yahoo.com. I check my email there about usually 2 to 3 times a week. So, I do go through it, and I will respond to anybody that sends me an email, has a question, concern, anything like that, going on. Gaming vlogs. So that was it for tonight. I would have had some more stuff to talk about, but it was just like I said earlier. I don't know if you were here at the time, Mike, but the last 2 days have been a little hectic for me. I worked with Tuesday, 4 p.m. to midnight. And then I went in this morning, the Wednesday at 10 a.m. So as soon as I got home, I got about maybe 5 hours of sleep and worked 10 to 6. Then when I got home today, I shot a video, had a lot of little errands and stuff to do. So, but no problem. I like to have little, general conversation freestyle as well. Why not something like Instagram messaging? It's easy. Donut Toys and Games, I'll check on doing that Instagram. I do have a Facebook page, but it's my personal, that I keep separate my Facebook from the YouTube. A lot of personal stuff on my Facebook, so I try to keep that separate from my YouTube is the contact. So right now I'm doing the email, but I haven't ruled out quite the Instagram. But Instagram, I think that's not I think Facebook, that Mark Zuckerberg, that's owned by Facebook too, right? The Instagram. Yeah. It's just one of those things. There's with my Facebook account, I go on there from time to time, and then it's more just I have it there for family and close friends and keep in touch with it. But anyway, but yeah, I would look into that because I know that's a great way too for exposure of your YouTube channel, is that Instagram is having Instagrams set up as well. Yep. What about IG? DWL. What? I'm not sure what that stands for, Mike, for VP. DWL. Laugh out loud. DWL. Do what? I don't know. You'd have to put that one out for me. I'm a little behind the times or deaf to that, to the DWL. But anyway, yeah, I'll do the tribute video tomorrow for all you guys. And thank you too. I do appreciate everybody coming on my live, and boy, that my subscription rate is really went up. But it's people like you, without you guys, showing up here, I don't have no broadcast, and what's the use of doing a video or channel if you have nobody watching or interested? So yeah, I'm very appreciative of everybody here, showing up. How's milk? Great minds think alike. Mike. Mike. Great minds think alike. OBRA. Thank you for coming, my friend from the Philippines. I'll say this, guys, and I'll put you in my tribute video, OBRA. Yep. I'll put you in the tribute video. I'll do that tomorrow. If anybody's not connected, I'll do it. I'll do some channel drops right now. If you guys are not subscribed with OBRA, he's Arts and Vlogs YouTube channel. And when it comes to networking and building up your channel, he's one of the best in the business. Now, my format's a little different. I'm more, I encourage networking, and I'm going to do my part in a second, but dying with laughter. Okay. All right. Cool. Okay. Yeah, that's a new one on me. Thanks. But let me do some channel drops for everybody here. But if you're not connected with OBRA, the reason I'm just saying is he's very good at his craft. He's a genuine YouTuber, but he will help build your channel. He will help build your channel with his lies. And he does some great things, man. So anyway, let me stop talking for a minute because I want my lives to be about us, not me. I always preach, and I pick up on the people that are takers just like this. And I believe in being a giver. So let me do some channel drops here real quick. I'm going to hit my friend OBRA here from the Philippines. Obria, my good friend from the Philippines. I got you. 1 second. And don't worry, I'm going to get you other guys here too. It just takes me a few seconds here to do the channel drops. I forgot to do it earlier. Like I said, it's been a crazy couple days, but okay. Oh, okay. He's got the custom. I got to do that for my URL for my channel too, OBRA, and make it custom, the info spot 401. Anyway, okay, here's OBRA. If you're not connected with them, definitely, I'll just say this: subscribe to his channel and hop on his lives, because when they get going, man, boom, you're gonna your subscription numbers are going to go beep, 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 beep. Big help to me. But all you guys are important. So Mike 4VP, I'm going to share you out next. So stick and stay. I'm going to, do some channel drops right now. Here we go. Mike 4VP, you're coming up. I got you, good buddy. Copy. Okay. Oh, just for laughter, I'll have to check your vid out here, Mike 4PVP, after my live. I'll check that out. All right. Donut Toys and Games. I got you, man. I got you. Where are we here? And Obria, if JPot TV is there, tell him I said hello. Big hello to JPot TV. Paste. Okay. Donut Toys and Games. Here we come. Channel drop coming up. Also, too, I encourage networking. And networking, I look at it this way. What's different than sub from sub is what I ask is when we network here is watch when you go on someone else's channel, subscribe to the three things. Subscribe to their channel, watch one of their videos in full, and drop a like and a comment. It's kind of a 2-in-1. But yeah, just don't subscribe to somebody and leave their channel because it's the same thing. What would you like if I came to your channel or someone I know comes to your channel? Do you want them to just click a subscribe button and leave? Or would you actually like them to watch a couple of your videos in full and drop a like and a comment, Mike 4VP, OBRA, Donut Toys and Games. Gaming vlogs, I'll give you a channel drop. If you're here, just put a comment in, say hello, how are you, whatever. I'll put you in if you're still here. Just Good Vibes, is a really good YouTube friend of mine as well, like Mike 4BP, Donut Toys and Games. Anyway, let me get you a channel drop, Just Good Vibes. I appreciate everything you do for me. You check out my vids and come on my lives quite often. So here we go. Ba-da. Just Good Vibes. I got you. Just Good Vibes. Here we come. Oh, that's Just Good Vibes TV. Let me go back and get the filter here. Yeah, I got a channel similar to Just Good Vibes. This one's Just Good Vibes TV. Let me go to Just Good Vibes here. Okay, I got you now. Just Good Vibes. Copy. Channel drop coming up. Boom. Okay. Here we go. So, yeah, if you guys aren't one of these channels, you're not subscribed to each other, do some, I encourage genuine networking. Oh, okay, cool. Just Good Vibes. Yeah. Do that. And Obria, not only does he does mostly live broadcasts, but he's also in the arts as well. Drawing videos and art stuff. So yeah, just watch one of he's got short videos on art stuff. Drop a like and a comment. And yeah, definitely when he does his lives, check him out. If you want some subscribers and then as well as being shared out and in genuine networking, Obria will help you out big time. He's a specialist in that. Good friends with him and his son. His son is awesome. JPot TV for sure. Yep. But let me get a sip of my Snapple. It made me think of something real quick. I'll talk about some of the givers and takers and how I spot somebody who's a taker on YouTube just like this. Here's some of the takers, examples of people that are takers when on YouTube, all right? You go to one of their videos or their live broadcasts. Here's a few things that just I pick up like this, and I said, there's a selfish taker. They take a video or live broadcast. Here's one sign. It's inundated with ads. That's not YouTube. That's whoever the YouTube channel is making a decision to put in tons and tons of ads in a video. It's like, okay, put in 1 or 2 ads at the start of your video and put one at the end of your video. But to be putting in, like 5 ads or 4 ads, let's say in a 15-minute video, or 20-minute video, and they put a bunch of ads in there, that's just being greedy. That's a sign of a taker. Another one I saw, I laughed. Let me get my sip of my Snapple. It just happened recently, and I watch his channel. He's been a big taker. He does a few nice things, but overall he's a taker. The merchandise. Now, if you get 10,000 subscribers, you get the merchandise window below your videos and your live broadcast. But you can get hooked up with a merchandise link through like Teespring and these other things. And basically what it is, it's a type of affiliated marketing. Is you don't have to buy anything. You like Teespring, you could have your channel logo or picture on t-shirts and all kinds of crap. And what they do is they make it, Teespring makes it, someone places an order and you get a percentage. So if it's a $23 shirt, you might get 15% of that. And then Teespring keeps the rest of the profit. And you didn't have to do freaking nothing other than to advertise it. They call it the merch. But when I see some people on their YouTube channels and they say this, yeah, help keep my channel going, help support my channel, buy my merch. Yeah, check out the merch, get the merch, get the merchandise. Yeah. So someone recently just had the merchandise link hookup, with their channel. But what's funny is they're not wearing any of their own freaking merchandise. You want me to go spend $20-some or $30 on a freaking t-shirt, but you're not even wearing your own merchandise. That's a big sign of a taker. And especially when someone says, yeah, you can earn points, or you know what? If you buy my merchandise, I'll share you out in my community tab, or I'll do this. Like, no, you idiot. If I'm coming there to watch your channel and help you out, you should be sharing me out regardless, whether it's a shout out video or a community tab or whatever. But now it's kind of like, oh yeah, if you buy my merchandise. So you're pushing your merchandise and you're not even wearing it. So you want me to go spend $25 on some shirt and you're not even wearing it? But what I'm getting at with my little rant is that's another sign that I pick up on when it comes to the givers and takers. That's a big sign of a taker. Someone is a taker. There's nothing wrong in wanting to make money with YouTube. Yeah, it won't be long. I'll be getting monetized. Time is money. Okay, I get that. That's fine. But when it gets to the point of I could pick up when people are getting too greedy and they're the takers, it's similar to when the givers and takers. Another thing I don't like is when you go on someone's live and the first thing they do to greet you is say, oh, give my live a thumbs up. Oh, I see your ear info spot. There's 8 people here. And I only have 6 thumbs up. Make sure you thumbs up my live. No. When somebody comes on your YouTube live, you show appreciation. You show thanks. So you look on here, say, oh, just good vibes. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you stopping by my lives. Great to see you. Thank you so much. Or, yeah, I appreciate you coming on the live here, or welcome to the building, just good vibes. That's how you start it off. And if you do want to, if you're asphyxiated on these likes, this is all you do. During your live broadcast, what you say is, wow, 6 likes already. Thank you, everybody, for liking up the video. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. That's how you go about it. But like I say, that's another sign of the taker. When they do that, the first thing they do, they approach you and tell you, oh, like up my live. Let me tell you, the likes are good for this, is they give you a good feeling. Okay. And even for me, I'll be honest. It's nice to see and say, oh, okay, I had so many people on my live. I got so many likes. It's a good feeling to know that people are enjoying my live and they like it up. But my thing is, I want to earn it. when it comes to a like, I want to earn it. But getting back to the givers and takers, that's a sign of a freaking taker in the early stages when they're in that small YouTube stage, when they're so asphyxiated. Oh, make sure you like it up. I love likes. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to get a like, but I want to earn it from you, and I'm not going to beg or ask, And even then, I've had some people upset at me for God knows what and dislike bomb 3 or 4 of my videos and lives, and it's just whatever. At the end of the day, it doesn't affect you. The thing that it counts is that the watch time counts, your subscriber number counts, the number of views you get on your video or your live broadcast, that counts. It's pretty insignificant, the likes or dislikes. Too many people get too caught up into it. But anyway, just my opinion, it's my live broadcast. I'm talking about givers and takers and how I spot the takers, and people that, in my opinion, do things wrong on YouTube. But let me check my chat is too. Okay, cool. Yeah, Mike Vort, VP and Obria, awesome. Oh, laugh out loud. So true. Yes. So true indeed. Yep. Sometimes too, I spot when I see people that, get they get a little bit of an ego going when their channel starts to really grow and get big. And just in general, and this comes from years of me doing when I've done public speaking and just working in life. Confidence is good. Ego is bad. And there's nothing wrong. I mean, just to keep going at it as a YouTube creator, whether you're doing live broadcasts or videos, I don't care what the hell you do on YouTube. You got to have some confidence. You're not going to last long. You'll get eaten up like dinner for a shark on YouTube if you don't have confidence. But the ego is something totally different. But when I spot some people with some egos, especially I'm talking people when they start hitting near 100,000 subscribers or they're well over 100,000, that I don't like. I don't believe in taking any subscriber or any channel, anyone coming on with my live for granted. I don't care if I got 1,000 subscribers or 100,000, but when I start to see people that got those egos, it's just like, I don't want nothing to do with you. You know what? I'm not going to waste my time. But in general, when talking about, I'm just talking on givers and takers. A sign of a taker, again, is somebody that goes off in this direction with an ego. It's great. Have the confidence, man. You want to make it on YouTube. You got to have that confidence in yourself. But learn from others. I don't know every freaking thing. I pick up on things. I pride myself on not being a copycat, but there's nothing wrong in getting ideas from others. That's a reason, too, why you should go to other channels and watch their videos. Because there's stuff they do, you might get an idea. And I'll give you an example of that in a little bit. But at any rate, let me get a sip of my Snapple. As long as I'm hydrated, man, I can just keep rolling with the conversation. Ain't no problem. I'll talk in and in, on and on. I mean, not in and in. It's getting too late for me. On and on. I'll be doing this about another 20 minutes. But shoot, I'm having memory lapse now. I was just about to say something. Oh, Christina Vlogs, thank you for coming. Awesome. I appreciate you being here. I was just talking about givers and takers on YouTube. Oh, good night. Okay. Yes, Tina Vlogs. Good night, chat. Yep. Oh, by the way, Tina, real quick, before I get back to givers and takers, I haven't seen you in a while, but I am doing terrific, and it is good to see you. But I want to let you know, when you get back into doing some more live broadcasts, I've been watching some of your videos you've been putting out, but I will be back on. I enjoy your live broadcast, by the way. And I do get on your channel once in a while, and I'll put you in the tribute video for showing up. CHRISTINAA. Christina Vlog. Yes. She's my friend from New York City, Jamaican. You are welcome. Oh, Oh, okay. Was it Shane Kitchen, JA for Jamaica? I'll put you in the tribute video as well. Make sure I get this spelt right here. SHANKITCHEN. Kitchen, JA for Jamaica. Oh, okay. You'll be going back live soon? Okay. Yeah, I'll make sure I get your notification bell on for sure. Yep. Yeah, no problem. No problem. I'll put you in the tribute video. Yep, I'll do a tribute video. And what I'm gonna do is my good friend Obria is here from the Philippines. If you're not connected with him, I believe Christina Vlogs is connected with Obria. But what is it? Shane, is it Kitchen? SHAN Kitchen JA. If you're not connected with Obria, check him out. His channel. I'll do a couple other more channel drops here, and I'll get back into the conversation on givers and takers with YouTube. Let me put in Obria again, and I'll get you guys here again for another channel drop. Oh, I got Obria over here. Okay, copy. My friend from the Philippines, good friend of mine. Okay, Christina Vlogs. Let me get you in here. Channel drop. Already. Paste. I got you in here, Tina. 1 second. I hope your daughter and husband are doing good, by the way. Tina. Okay, 1 second. The Kitchen JA for Jamaica. A lot of good friends on YouTube from Jamaica. And not just living in Jamaica, but a lot of Jamaicans live in New York City area. I have a few friends that are Jamaican that live in New York City. I'm friends with here on YouTube. Okay, yeah, I got you here. Copy. One more channel drop coming up. And let me check the chat. Don't want to ignore you. And I'll get back to talking a little bit about the givers and takers, or anything you guys want to talk about. We're just general conversation now for a little longer. Okay, cool. Yeah. I haven't seen your husband once in a while when you do your lives, he'll be walking by and I'll hear him talk on the different topics, and your daughter, yeah. That's good to hear they're doing well. As I say, and I mean it in my video and broadcast, I always say, stay safe and enjoy life. Yep, for sure. Oh, okay. She just woke as we're here. Okay. All right. Yep. Just good vibes. Oh, but anyway, getting back to this topic real quick here with the givers and takers and how I spot people that are takers. See, I got an old YouTube channel. I call it like my retired channel. I first got into YouTube around 2012, 2013. I still got a video up that I think it's like 65,000 views. I did an old video and it's still on YouTube. The 20 best pinball machines. That was something I like as a hobby, playing pinball. And this thing just blew up. It was like I got everybody in the world that loved pinball that got on this. But anyway, I did YouTube years back and I got out of it. And then I got back into it around January. And because of the virus, I can't go bowling in that. And I really took a liking to it again. But yeah, I got some experiences. I mean, but life, as much as I can know about YouTube and that, every day is a learning experience. I'm always learning new things. So, but yeah, one thing is I've picked up on knowing YouTube a lot is the takers. And takers are people that are greedy, and whether it's they're getting greedy for the money and things they do, as well as when the small YouTubers trying to get monetized and build their channel up, and little greedy type things they do, and also things that make them a taker. where I believe you got to be a giver. Okay, we all want something out of YouTube. I get that, but another spot not a spot, I'm sorry. Another thing I pick up on with a taker. A taker is someone who'll do a live broadcast, okay? And they'll do the broadcast, and they say things and do things to get people on there and staying in there, but they don't give anything back in return. And what I mean by that is you don't see them come on your channel, leaving a comment and watching any of your videos or coming on your broadcast. It's like their channel starts to grow and gets bigger, but they don't take any time to go to the people that are coming on their live and supporting them, and letting them know, hey, you gave to me, you came over on my live broadcast, you watched a few videos of mine on my channel, let me come back and return the favor and give back to you. The taker's the one who's not gonna bother doing that. Might do some corny stuff, and I don't say corny, but cheap stuff. Like I did some channel drops, like, oh yeah, go yeah, go check out so-and-so's channel, and that's a term they use a lot. Dance. Yeah, go dance with this person, go dance with that channel. But really, in essence, they're not giving any of their time and returning the nice favor back to you. That's a sign of a taker. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not like, for example, Christina Vlogs. I've been a good friend of hers for a long time here on YouTube, okay? I won't be like, oh, Tina, I watched your last 3 videos and I've been on your last 2 broadcasts. You only been on one of my broadcasts and watched one of my videos. It's not tit for tat. But if you're not a taker and you're a giver, I will go over to Christina Vlogs YouTube channel. I'll watch some of her stuff. I'll watch it in full. Same thing with Obria, my friend from the Philippines, and Just Good Vibes. And I'm not saying it's got to be video for video and, but if someone is not coming on your channel at all, like in the freaking past month, and you've been on 2 or 3 of their lives, you've been watching 3 or 4 of their videos and commenting, and they can't take the time to watch one video on your channel that in the past couple weeks, especially if you're active, that's a sign of a taker. And I've seen that as some people start to get big, they're not doing nothing to go into, to other people and returning that love and being nice. So that's another thing I'll pick up on quick too, and I'll be there's a taker, not a giver. Not that you got to be 100% giver, but you need to be, to do things right. You want to be a giver. Thank you, Tina. Thank you. Just things I've learned on YouTube, and I don't know everything, but I do know some stuff, and that's stuff I pick up on. So when you show support, and I use the term love, for someone else's YouTube, and they're not returning it, returning anything back to you. It's kind of similar. Let me just go off topic just a little bit, because this is, how should I say this? Like not an analogy, but it's a point to what I'm saying. With the your YouTube channel, okay, and somebody who's a taker, they will like I say again, they won't do anything as far as the people that come on their channel to go watch their stuff, and give back in return. So God, I was thinking of something. I got like so much stuff going through my head. This is one of those things that really, I don't say emotional, but it really gets me fired up, when I see some of the stuff on YouTube and I pick up. Oh, that's what I want to talk about too, where I pick up on some takers. And some people think they're slick because a lot of people know about this. I did a video, as a matter of fact, on making money with YouTube. And it's nothing that's a big secret. It's just a lot of people don't know about how affiliated marketing works and some of the stuff that they do. So anyway, someone who is not a taker, okay, and I'm going to talk about this affiliated marketing real quick and give an example. The biggest one is, where's my pen? I love this thing, is Amazon. Okay, so you can go on Amazon, and I have it in my video, and I show you videos on it, and I'll give you step by step. Oh, okay, Mike, for VP, no problem. Anyway, you can go on Amazon and you can sign up for their affiliated marketing program, okay? It doesn't cost you a penny. The only obligation is you got to be able to sell something off that affiliated marketing program. Just put this light a little closer to me here. You have to sell something off that within 90 days to keep your count. Yes, it is. Thank you, Obria. And I'm going to talk about something great here. Because this information, if you don't know about it, now that you'll know in a few minutes of listening to me, you'll pick up on some people in the future and you'll say, aha, gotcha. Any rate, affiliated marketing, Amazon is one of the biggest ones, okay? And a lot of people use Amazon. And basically all affiliated marketing is, if you sign up for the Amazon affiliated marketing program, you can get a link for the Amazon website, the homepage. Also, you can do links for specific products. So somebody will grab a product. Let's say a hair dryer. I did something similar. I'm just something in my head. So anyway, they'll do a video, okay? And it has something to do with hair care. Let's say it's Christina Vlog, my friend Tina. And she talks about proper hair care. And she mentions a hair dryer. And she says, you know what? Now, I'll give an example of the giver and the taker and how they use this affiliated marketing in the right way and some use it the wrong way. So just a hypothetical. I'm not saying Tina does this. I'm just using this as a hypothetical example. So let's say Christina Vlog YouTube channel, my friend Tina does a video dealing with hair care. And she says, hey, there's this Conair hair dryer and it's on Amazon for $50, and one that's just like it, another brand sells for normally around $150. And this is a great deal. So the person who's a giver will say this: if you click on the link below my video right here for that Conair hair dryer, it's $50 and it's a really good deal on Amazon. This is like $100 hair dryer, but it's only $50 on Amazon. Click the link here and you can have this hair dryer you saw me use in my video, blah, 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 blah. It helps to support my YouTube channel. That's a giver. Why? Because you're being honest and straightforward with the people watching your video. Okay. And you're saying, hey, by clicking on the Amazon link below my video, and if you use it to buy this product, this Conair hair dryer, I did my video, it helps support my channel. All right. So you're being honest and forthright with who's ever watching that video and letting them know, hey, if this is a product you're interested in buying, this hair dryer I used in my video, buy it, and you want to buy it off Amazon, use my link because it helps support my channel. Doesn't cost exactly, Tina. It doesn't cost any extra money. I'm going to change my battery out in a second on this. Now, here's the example of the taker. Okay, someone who's not honest and straightforward. They'll do a similar video. Let's say it's a hair care type video and the thing's getting 1,000 some freaking views. Okay, but when they towards the end of the video, they say, hey, this great blow dryer, hair dryer, it's a Conair brand. A couple other ones, other name brands sell for $100. This thing is just as good. It's great. It's on Amazon. They run their sales pitch. All right. And they say, hey, yeah, right below, you can go on to Amazon and get it. No need to bring it up in another window. I got the link all set for you. Just go right in my description box below my video, click it. See, but they're not telling you, and they're not letting you know in a way, clicking on that Amazon link, they make money off of you buying that product. Now, granted, you're going to get that Conair hair dryer for the same freaking price, whether you click their link below the video or you bring up another Amazon window. But they're not being straightforward at what they're telling you. They're trying to cloak it and say, oh, this is just the Amazon link. I'm doing this for your convenience. No. Yeah, it's an affiliated link. You're getting a percentage. You're getting like usually anywhere from like 2% to 10%, I believe it is, depending on what product you sell. Okay. But the straightforward person that's a giver will say, and you don't have to give every piece of information out, say, hey, I make 6% on this dryer, but just say, hey, this helps support my channel. But someone who's not honest about it and try to be sneaky in the way they say it, and they don't even say that it's their affiliated link. But I know what they're up to. And some people do well. I'm going to just hit my light here 1 second. My battery went dead. I got to put another one in. Not dead, but it's about dead. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Got some fresh light coming in. Yeah, anyway, let me get a sip of my Snapple here. But that's one thing I look on YouTube, you know, different things where I pick up on. I refer to it as the givers and takers. There's other things you can, you know, call it, but basically that I've talked about this a few times before on my previous lives, and I did a video. You can go back in my thing if you're interested in just learning about it. With the affiliated marketing. But basically all that means affiliated marketing and how it works is what you're doing is you're bringing the customer to the vendor, i.e. meaning Amazon. So by your video, whatever you do, you're bringing that customer to Amazon. So what Amazon does is say, hey, you bring a customer to us and they go through your link, we give you a percentage of the sale. It's the same premise which has gone back years ago and it still goes on today. If you ever purchased a car, whether it's a used car, new car at a dealership, and they have a thing called referral bird fees. So like, let's say your car salesman or you know someone who sells car at a car dealership and they say, hey Ed, I'm glad you enjoy that brand new Chevy Malibu. I'll tell you what, you know, we got you a good deal and everything, and I'm happy to have you. Here's my cards, and here's some keychains with my name and number on it. And let's say it's A1 Chevrolet dealership, you know, here in Detroit, Michigan's a name. And the salesman is Jerry. What I'm simply getting at is Jerry says, hey, anytime you bring a customer to me and they say that they came here because you told them to come here, basically I refer the customer to them. Or if I call up Jerry and say, hey, I got a coworker of mine who's looking for a new Chevy Malibu, like my car, and I gave him your number. Basically, any customer I send to him, Jerry, and he sells a car or leases a car, he'll give me like $100 check, a referral bird check. And it's the same premise of how that affiliated marketing works. eBay has affiliated marketing program. Walmart does, but you can't tie it into YouTube. They got some screwy policy. You have to have a registered website. They don't want it on YouTube videos. There's a lot of crap that's got affiliated marketing. You can just Google affiliate marketing. Like I use Bitdefender. It's a great antivirus setup for my computer. And Bitdefender has an affiliated marketing program, but you gotta tie it in your video somehow. One of the best things, if you really want to get into it, would be with Amazon, and you can get just a general homepage link and be honest and forthright to people that come on your channel or your videos and say, hey, it really helps to support my channel. If you need to buy anything on Amazon, if you click the link below my video, it helps out me and my channel big time. I appreciate it. It's the same price as if you opened up Amazon in another Google window. Shop till you drop. I really appreciate it. Helps out my channel. You know, just something like that. Simple as that. But see, the thing with the affiliate marketing is, like me, for example, I could really make out like a bandit if I wanted to, in a sense, but I'll tell you why I don't use it yet. is I do product reviews. I do a lot of it, my info spot. And I do it because I enjoy it. I love getting stuff. I just filmed one today. I'll be uploading it in a few days. What was the last one? Oh, the magic bottle tops. I love getting these as seen on TV products and other products and seeing is a thing really work, is advertised, and is it worth the money that it costs? But anyway, my point I'm getting at is I could do a product review, okay? And let's say it was that magic bottle tops, all right? I could go on Amazon and let's say I see the thing sells for $7, all right? And I could say, hey, this is such a great product, which I did. I gave it a thumbs up, worked as advertised. And I could put the link below my video and say, hey, if you like this magic bottle tops, just click the link below the video. It takes you right to Amazon and you can buy it. And let's say I'm even honest about it. It says, I put this link. It's my own Amazon link, but it's the same price as if you were to go on Amazon. And by you using it, it helps support my channel. The problem is you want to have a lot of subscribers and a lot of views. I'm not talking a video where you get 100 views or 50 views, something where you're hitting in 1 week, you're hitting like a good 1,000 some views. Then you're probably going to have success with affiliated marketing. But when you're trying to push merchandise or using affiliated marketing, if you're under 10,000 subscribers, you're not going to quite have that success doing that. And that's just the numbers in the raw facts, but it's something worth knowing. You know, after a couple of years, you start to build up your channel and base. That might be something you want to do. It makes money for your channel. No problem. Go ahead. Any rate, but yeah, talking this all tying into just general conversation. It got brought up a little bit back was the, and I've talked about this before, givers and takers on YouTube and, how I can spot them. Using affiliate marketing, don't mistake me that using affiliated marketing means you're a taker. It's not. It's the way somebody goes about doing affiliated marketing where I could pick up on them. If they're honest and genuine, cool. But if they're not, that's when I usually pick up that they're the taker. Let me get a sip of my Snapple. But those type of things, you go on a live broadcast and, I'm looking for someone to just welcome me and say, hey, thanks for coming first before they, bombard me with the thumbs up thing. And then some of the other things when, some channels start getting bigger. And if they don't come over to your house, you meaning your channel once in a while, that's a sign of a taker. Someone who pushes merchandise and they're not even wearing or have their own merchandise. I mean, to me, if I get into that, I would want a lot more subscribers. But if I got into doing that merchandise stuff, either through YouTube's own licensed merchandise people like Teespring, or I went to Meta Cafe and did it on my own and put the link below my video. One thing I'll damn well make sure of first, if I want people to buy, I don't have to buy every freaking thing on there, but let's say they'll sell mouse pads and they'll sell nice shirts, but I'll have it and say, here, now this says Showtime anytime, but I'll say, get a really cool info spot 411 mouse pad, nice cushion, everything. These things, yeah, they're $24.95, but they're well worth it. I got myself one. That's how I'd push it, as well as it shows that I'm not just a greedy taker and telling people to go buy something I'm not even buying, or be like, yeah, you want this nice type of info spot shirt right here? It's on the merchandise. But then when I see somebody really pushing it and they're don't even have their own merch, no thanks. Anyway, is anything else? I was going on my little rant about givers and takers that got brought up. I will do a tribute video. I believe I got just about everybody in here for the tribute video. I'll drop that tomorrow afternoon. I will do a tribute video for everybody here, coming on my live. I really, really appreciate it. Again, if you want to get a hold of me in private, you got a question or a suggestion for a future live broadcast, whatever. Right now, the means to do that is my email at infospot411@yahoo.com. I check it a few days a week. Just shoot me an email. I did have a good suggestion, and I've thought about that, and I will look into that. Is with doing Instagram, maybe opening up an Instagram account, kind of tied into my channel to do that as well. There are some limitations with email, it's not like you can go like Facebook and Instagram this way with the video with each other. If you want to do a video type call, some things. So, but at any rate, yeah, you want to get a hold of me, have a question, whatever. My email is infospot411@yahoo.com. And don't worry, you don't have to remember it. You don't have to write it down. If it's something that you want to contact me for whatever rhyme or reason, just go on my YouTube page, click the About tab. Boom, you're right there. You got it. Before I wrap up the show here, is there anything somebody wants to ask, or anything somebody would like to talk about? I'm just doing the usually last part of my show. I get into just general conversation and having fun. If not, I'll wrap it up in a little bit in just a minute or two here. Again, thank you everybody for coming on my late night show tonight. It's been a little whirlwind for me the last couple days, but like I said, again, in my future late night shows, I'm probably going to do a little less news. I'll still do some news, but I'm going to get more into just doing topics, stuff I'll think of. Like tonight, I talked about the poor customer service. I think it was my last live broadcast. I talked about some of the best, the top 20 websites or something. Oh, here we go, the live host. Oh, my spare ribs. I'm so glad you brought that up. Let me, that's something we're talking about, my video, and then a little bit kind of behind the scenes about that. Thank you. You brought that up. Late night, get thirsty, doing all the talking. I can keep on talking. Believe me, I could talk and talk and talk as long as I'm hydrated. Anyway, real quick with the spare rib video, gosh, I want to say it was back in the early 2000s. I had a friend of mine, and he showed me a different way of grilling ribs, and it was my old next door neighbor. They came over, and I was having I think it was either 4th of July or Labor Day. I'm going back to like around 2004 or 05. So he came over, and he's really, really good at grilling. And I told him different stuff I was going to do. And he says, okay, if you're going to do ribs, he says, do me a favor, go up to the party store and get like about 3 or 4 40 ounces of some beer. It could be any cheap beer. And so I got the ribs, it was a couple days before my party. And anyway, he showed me, he says, with pork, baby back ribs or full back ribs. And he did it for literally, I think it was about an hour. But a lot of times you could do it for 15 minutes to half hour. But when the ribs are thawed, and I rinsed them out under the water, you let them soak in beer, as I did in my spare ribs video. And what the beer does a few things to the pork. The beer, when it sits in the tray of the pork, I think I mentioned this in the video, but it tenderizes the pork. It puts a good flavor in it. You get a beer flavor in it. Another thing is a lot of the crud around the spare ribs, that tends to come off. And you'll see that the color changes of the beer when it soaks in that beer. And once I take out a beer, I won't rinse it underwater or anything like that. As you see in my video, I'll take it out. I'll shake off the beer off the rib a little bit and slap that sucker right on the grill. And I usually what was it? I think it's about 450 to around 500 to get the grill going. But anyway, I had somebody show me that a while back on the spare ribs. And I don't eat spare ribs too often, but if I do, that's how I do them on a grill. And I swear by that, man. As I showed you in the video, and I was eating it, man. I dug in, and when I do those ribs, I pre-soak them in that beer. And the other thing is there's like okay barbecue sauces for ribs and steaks and that, but with the spare ribs, I love that Famous Dave's. What was the other one my parents like? Oh, they love that Sweet Baby Ray's, and there's that KC Masterpiece. They make a good barbecue sauce. But man, that Famous Dave's makes a terrific barbecue sauce. The only thing I forgot is sometimes too, you can put a little of that barbecue sauce on your rib when you put it on the grill, let it kind of cook in there too. But it's not that big a deal. I take it out, put it in the pan, put the sauce on it. But that's how I do spare ribs or full back ribs on the grill, and give it a try sometime. Oh, thank you, Tina. Yes, you did. Yeah, you left a really nice comment on my the video I did, the spare rib video. Um, yes, you did. I don't do too much with cooking. That's not my niche, but there's a few things if it's something I think that's unique or I really like, I'll put it out on my channel. I think I did one back in early July or June, grilling how I grill corn on the cob a little different. What's that? Yes, the barbecue sauce. Give it a nice flavor too. Yes. Now I'll say this real quick, Tina, is that there is a difference with types of barbecue sauce. For example, but you know what? I give opinions out how I feel, so I hope nobody gets too upset. But I'm not a big fan of open pit. It's just kind of like a cheaper type of barbecue sauce. And yeah, Tina. Um, I'll just leave it at that. I'm not saying open pit is bad, but open pit is nowhere near as good as some of the other barbecue sauces. And if you're going to spend money on some good ribs, or you're doing steak, even chicken, you barbecue, Kraft, they make some good stuff. Kraft does, yeah. A few good brands, I'll say, with barbecue sauce you won't go wrong with, that I've used is KC Masterpiece, Sweet Baby Ray's, and especially with pork, I swear by that Famous Dave's. And yeah, Kraft makes some good stuff too. There's some barbecue sauces that are not that great, but I know one offhand I'm not too big a fan of is that open pit. That's probably why a lot of times you can find that stuff, two for $5 or 2 for $4, because it's just cheap stuff. If you're going to spend the money on that meat's not cheap, especially you're talking pork like ribs, or you're doing steak, get some nice barbecue sauce. I usually buy the barbecue sauce in different flavors too. I like mixing them. Okay, all right, you mixed the barbecue sauces. That's cool. Yeah, I mean, that's a thing of taste. Whether there's mesquite, and I just used Famous Dave's has a few different ones. Usually I just get the original, but yeah, that's cool. One thing I forgot to mention in my video, but I was using propane. If you use charcoal grill, if you grill charcoal, one thing I recommend is, but you don't want to overdo it, is get some of those hickory chips and put some of those hickory chips in with the charcoal briquettes, the Kingsford. I call them Kingsford. Sometimes you buy the generic ones. But anyway, those charcoal briquettes on a charcoal grill, I get some of those little, those wood chips, the hickory wood chips, and I put it in with those Kingsford barbecue, the briquettes they call them, the little black barbecue briquettes. If you're barbecuing, and whether you're doing sausage, burgers, steaks, you mix in a little those hickory chips, man, that puts a nice flavor into the meat. You will taste it. Just don't overkill it and fill up the whole layer of barbecue. Just not too much of those chips. I've seen some people will put their barbecue briquettes in their grill, and they'll take those hickory chips and do layer it. I'm like, whoa, you don't want to have too much. of those in, but it does put a nice flavor in the meat too. But I was using a propane grill. There are some differences when you're using the gas propane grills versus the charcoal grills. But yeah, I'm so glad you enjoyed it. And just talking about that with the Sparrow video. That's so cool. And Tina left a really nice comment. The mesquite smoke is good too. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's right. They make the hickory chips and the mesquite chips as well. Or are you referring to the barbecue sauce? Because there are like the mesquite barbecue sauces as well. There's, there are a slew of different barbecue sauces. I gotta say, when you go in the grocery store and you look, you can just see all kinds of different. One that, by the way, talking about that. Oh, okay, the barbecue sauce, mesquite. Okay. I was just saying too, on those chips, they make the hickory chips, and I think there's also a mesquite type of chip too, if you're using a charcoal grill. But on the barbecue sauce, I just thought of something before I forget, Tina and whoever else is here. Have I tried the spicy honey? No, I've had the Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce, and that wasn't too bad before. I've had that, but I don't know if I don't think I've had this spicy honey. Oh, but before I get real quick, talking about barbecue sauce, Tina, and I haven't seen it in some years, but they used to have a Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. Now, maybe they still have it and it's not sold in the Detroit area, but oh my God, did they make a really great barbecue sauce. The Jack Daniel's maker of whiskey, I don't know if they did it themselves or someone else did it for them. But man, I remember buying that some years back, but I haven't seen it in a long time, the Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce. But I do love that Famous Days, so. But that's cool. But that's why I did the video. Someone showed me that, and I mentioned, I think, once on a previous live about the ribs thing. And what better time, man? Labor Day weekend. That's a tradition. You got to throw something on the grill over the 3-day weekend on Labor Day weekend. So I did that. Right now I'm working on, I'll have a drink review video coming soon. Another product review. I got something else ordered. Oh, I got some gadget that it's like glasses, but they're special types of magnifying glasses as seen on TV that work like a magnifying glass, and it makes some crazy claims. As soon as I get that in the mail, I'll be doing that in the near future. And then I'm working on a video that's going to be a slideshow, and I've already been 3 days in the process right now, working on it. My free time at work, of all places, is it's going to be pictures and I'm basically Microsoft Paint and Word I'm working with, and it's not hard to do. It's just very time consuming. But it'll be dealing with automotive. I'll leave you that hint there. So I got some more video stuff in the works, and then I probably won't be doing too many morning shows with my schedule coming up, but like a couple days a week I'll be doing a late night show. And anyway, okay, and then other nights I'll be tuning into my subscribers, and then. Like Tina, she really runs some nice lives. And my friend Obria from the Philippines, I don't know if you're still here, but I watched a lot of your lives, and come on there. Have I tried the spicy honey? No. Before I wrap it up here in a little bit, is there anything else anybody would like to talk about or have a question for me? Anything like that? I'm just doing general conversation and just we're having fun and just going with the flow. Let me get a sip of my Snapple, what's left of it. No. But anyway, yeah. I did a video. It might be on my old YouTube channel. I have to see. a while back, but I might review it. I thought about doing it, talking about. I don't do too much with cooking. I love grilling. I do love to grill a lot. Um, but I got to go back again. But I used to, and I love it. Is making homemade garlic bread. Oh, is that? Yes, it is. Yes, it is, Tina. Let me take off my glasses for a minute. My eyes are getting used to the light. Yes, Snapple apple. The three ones I like are Snapple apple, the Snapple fruit punch, and then the raspberry iced tea. The lemon too is I get the lemon from time to time, but the apple, the fruit punch, and the raspberry. Usually the apple and the raspberry iced tea are my two favorites. Yep, my two favorites with the Snapple. Arizona makes a decent iced tea. I got theirs, but Snapple's my favorite. But they're more of a juice. Snapple, mango, and apple. Okay, the mango and the apple are your two favorites. Okay, I got you. I'll probably run here 10 more minutes and then I'll kill the show. Anyway, while I'm thinking about this, talking about the grilling and food, I just thought of something is I might do a video, or if I could find my old video, I can edit it and check it out and I'll throw it on my channel. But one other cooking thing I've done that I thought was cool, I love, is doing homemade garlic bread. It's pretty simple. I just get that how I go about it. I mean, there's a number of different ways, but my favorite way of making homemade garlic bread, especially like to go with spaghetti or soup, is I get that French bread at the store, like regular French bread. Then I'll cut that up and then I'll put the cheese and the garlic powder and the stuff on there and just toss that right in the oven or the toaster oven and do homemade garlic bread that way. But I love, especially like spaghetti is usually the best thing garlic bread goes with, but a garlic bread can go good with a lot of different things, but that'd be something else. And the other one I could do, but it's not, I might, but I don't want to, I'm not really the cooking channel, but I am one of the few things I'm good at cooking in a kitchen off the grill is seafood, doing crab legs and lobster tails. And how I've done that, I just get a big pot and I like to broil the crab legs and lobster tails, put them in the pot. And then when it starts foaming up and you start to get that smell, especially you'll get this like a fish smell you'll get off doing crab legs and pasta and garlic bread. Yes. Yep. But one other thing I'm good at cooking is with the seafood, especially crab legs and lobster tails. And I just simply broil them, pull them out the pot. And then I like to take butter and I love melting butter. I'll take some sticks of butter, in a good bowl. And yes, crab legs, love them. Lobster tails too. For me, I like them both. And I love melting butter. And when you crack open them crab legs or you have the lobster tail and then, cut the shell open, but I'll dip that crab leg meat or lobster tail meat in that melted butter. Oh, that's one of those things too. If you have crab legs or lobster tails, man, unless you're someone who doesn't drink, period, because of religion or whatever rhyme or reason you don't drink, that's fine. But I just being honest, you got to have a good bottle of wine, man. When you do lobster tails or crab legs, they go so good. I love Chardonnay, like a good white wine when it comes to fish or seafood. And I have good bottles of Chardonnay, but man, pour yourself a good glass of wine. Now, maybe you like Moscato with sweet wine or Merlot with bitter wine, whatever it is. But maybe you do good crab, you do good seafood, you got to have some wine with it. Unless you're someone who doesn't drink alcohol, which I respect that fact, that's fine. But wine goes so good with crab legs and lobster tails. And then usually what I like to do, what goes great for a side, and you see, this is just how you do stuff. It makes it look so nice and keep it simple and easy. Oh, why am I here? Was it J.I.N. Mandela's? Why are you here? Well, I don't know. I can't speak for you, but I'm glad you're here. How's that? I'm glad that you're here. I'm just wrapping up some general conversation. We're talking a little bit about cooking seafood and whatnot. Anyway, oh, shrimp. Yeah, if you ever do lobster tails or crab legs, oh, much love to you as well. Thank you for coming. Hey, there you go. You're here for info. Yep. Thank you. I appreciate you coming, man. Why not? Anyway, with the if you're cooking how I like to cook seafood, well, mainly I'm talking crab legs, lobster, just keep it simple and easy. And whether you're doing it for your spouse or you have a date or even yourself, go to the store, just get some shrimp. Shrimp are great side dish that go with whether you're having lobster tails or crab legs. Get some shrimp and get some cocktail sauce. And then, man, you got some shrimp with cocktail sauce and you got the melted butter with the crab legs and you got yourself a good glass of wine. Now it's how you keep it simple. You top it off. I use wine when some shrimp and chicken dishes too. Okay, good deal. Yes. Yes. Definitely. My recommendation is now you don't have to go by every word I say, just my own opinion recommendation. But if you're doing seafood similar to fish, I like to stay away from the bitter wines, whether you're using Moscato or Chardonnay. The Merlot, the bitter wine, that's more for like your pork or your steak. Okay, cool. Yep. But yeah, if you do crab legs, a great dish side to go with the dinner. See, now, Tina, if you want to surprise your husband, you can cook him a knockout meal like this. But you probably know this because I've seen your videos. You cook a lot. But as far as my expertise, one of the few things I'll say that I know what to do and how to do it when it comes to doing seafood. But keep it simple. Serve shrimp on the side. Okay. Let's say you're doing crab legs. All right. Melt the butter to dip the crab legs in. Have cocktail sauce for the shrimp. And this is just keeping it simple. Broil the crab legs if you're doing the crab legs. The shrimp you buy, just serve cold on the side. All right. Those bread rolls go great, like croissant rolls. Get those Pillsbury rolls, the round ones that come up or the other little ones. They're so simple. You just open the can and you just put them in a toaster oven in the oven, and it'll tell you how much time to bake the freaking things for. And you serve some nice bread rolls with it, and you got the melted butter already for the crab legs to dip the crab legs in. Now, if you really want to go out, sometimes peas or corn, like loose peas or corn, can go good with it. But usually, if that's you want to have a vegetable, I would say peas or corn to go with it, and that should do it. Whatever you want to do for that. Bind hood. Okay, do me a favor here, bro. Just type it in once. I don't need it 4 or 5 times here, okay? That can be viewed as spam if you type the same word in like 4 or 5 times, just one time and that's it. BIN Bindud? But anyway, gaming vlogs, do me one favor. You can type that word in just once, because something that's put in the chat 5, 6 times, that could be flagged as spam. So just one time for me. Anyway, yeah, that's I probably won't do a video. I talked about it here in my live, but yeah, I appreciate everyone. And Tina, you left me a beautiful comment and you watched it. I appreciate it very much. My spare video thing there where I hooked my camera up outside and said I'll show my little trick, my secret that I was shown how to do spare ribs, and that's the way I do them and I love them. Yep. Any rate, anything else before I wrap this up here in a few minutes? If you want to talk about something or have a question, anything like that, feel free. I'm on the Eastern time zone. I believe the same as Tina here, because she's in New York City, I believe. But where I am is about 10 after 2, so it's getting kind of late here as well. I mean, I am the late night show, but I've done a couple shows where I think I ran to 4 in the morning and just, but tonight I'm about ready to, once I'm done, I'm gonna pass up. Okay, yeah, you're same time zone. Yep. Oh, okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, it's one of my recent videos. If you go on my channel, I'll wrap up the live here shortly. Uh, it'll probably be like the second or third video after this live. It'll say grilling spare ribs. I think that's what I titled it as. And you'll see a picture of me holding up the actual rack of ribs I bought at the store right in front of the grill when I took the picture. Yeah, you'll like it. And I think it's like a 10 or 12 minute video, the thing, but you'll see how I do the spare ribs. And if it's the same thing too. If you cook ribs over an open fire, you have one of those grates, you can do it that same way, how I do it. Tina, on the time zone yes, I'm just at the tail end of the Eastern time zone in Detroit, Michigan, because the Central time zone starts on it's right about where the borderline is between Indiana and Illinois. And it comes up Michigan right there, but the Eastern time zone goes to like about the edge of Michigan and it comes down Indiana. Now Chicago's in the Central time zone. They're an hour behind us, but yeah, me and you are both in the Eastern time zone. Yep. So you're 2:10 a.m. But I know, Tina, you've done some 6-hour live broadcast. You've ran them way late. I mean, if I'm the late show, you got to be the, what do they call that? The late night show where it comes on. Like, be kind of similar to this, Tina. It'd be like me being Jimmy Fallon and you're that Colbert who comes on after, and it'll run the program for another hour and a half. So when you haven't had your fix of the late night show for the evening. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up a little bit. Thank you everybody for coming. I'm making sure if I don't miss anybody for my tribute video. Let me see in the window. Got you. The kitchen. Yeah. Okay. Oh, Jim. Or is it J? Oh, Jin. Okay. Jin. MEN. DES. Okay, anyway, before I wrap this up, I think I might have mentioned this earlier, but I'll mention it again. Okay, this live broadcast, I got my list here. Everybody, let me bring this a little closer. My little scrap list, but it does the job. My little notepad. I will do a tribute video for this live broadcast. Now, my next one I'll be doing, what are we going into Thursday? I have to look when my next off day is, but my next late night show I'll put out a post, let everybody know, as well as instead of a tribute video on my next live broadcast, I got that new community tab. So what I'm going to do when people come on my next broadcast, I'll hit your channel up and I'll grab like your newest video and I'll share you out on the my channel's community tab, and then I'll say something about you and your channel. I put a couple people in there already. I just got it from YouTube because after you hit like 1,000 some subscribers, it takes a week or week and a half to get it. But that's what I'll do my next live broadcast for everybody coming on. I want to thank everybody again for coming in tonight and support me big time. And also as well, people come on my live, I will hit your channel up. It might be a day, but you'll see my presence. I make my presence known when I come on your channels. So, yes, thank you everybody for being part of the late night show tonight, man. Without you, I have no show. So, that's why I'm so appreciative. So, anyway, look out. I'll drop it tomorrow. I will drop that tribute video tomorrow. It just takes a little time doing it. Some people already have your channel and your picture and stuff in there, but Anyway, whether it's tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, you see it, or the next day you're on YouTube. If you see the tribute video right after this live, you'll see it. It's September 10th now. It'll be September 10th will be the date. But anyway, look for it. You're going to be in it. Yes, you will. Well, thank you. Yes. God bless you and your family. Life's blessings, as my friend C. Miller says. Tina, yes. Everybody have a good one. And I'm going to end the live like I do most of my videos. And I say this because I mean it. I know it might be a broken record, but stay safe and enjoy life, everybody. And I mean it. And yes, good night. Good night, everyone. There we go.